Hey, I'm Lou, and you're watching Live Free and DIY. So I still haven't put out my project video for this week because I'm still working on it. It's a clothing rack to replace some furniture in my bedroom, and I've just had to keep solving new problems with it, so I haven't been able to finish it to put out a new project video. I'm not sure if it's going to be done Tuesday, but I'll probably have a different project video out for Tuesday because there's Mother's Day stuff coming up this weekend, and so I'm going to be pretty busy. But here's kind of a sneak peek of what you'll see. The rack is basically made of 3/4 inch pipe. And I plan on having 2 shelves, one here and then one up here, with shelves kind of like this that have been planed and sanded and jointed manually. So I've got 2 boards for those shelves that are about 1.5 inches thick. The larger board that I showed last week, if you remember, there's actually 2 problems with it. The last time I talked about it, I said that I didn't think it was going to be too thin, but it actually bends too much if I pull on it, and there's going to be some heavy things on top. So I'm going to have to redo this. Again, my biggest problem was that I got a little too aggressive with my homemade router planer, and the bit kept slipping on it, and so I kept on taking more and more off, and I shouldn't have. The other problem is, after about a week of this sitting in my garage, it's got a nice bow in the middle, and the whole thing is basically cupped. So I'm just not going to use this piece. I have some other reclaimed wood that I can use, and what I think I'm going to do is cut it into 1.5 foot pieces and stagger them and join them all together with dowels. But before I join them, I'm going to route them. I discovered this when I started working on the base. It's a 6 foot wide base, and it came out a lot better than the top because I bought a longer bit and I wasn't as aggressive as I was with the top. So it came out a lot better. However, it's still only about 1 inch thick, and I want it to be closer to the same thickness as the shelves. One of the reasons why it's only 1 inch thick is I joined the boards together with dowels before I did the planing, and because the boards weren't perfectly flat, the opposite corners on this were way off from each other. So I had to go deeper in order to cut off as much material as I could to flatten the board. I believe by using smaller pieces, that cup won't be so exaggerated, so it'll be flatter in smaller increments, and then I can just join them after I flatten them. So I'm probably going to start working on that this coming week. So it's been a little bit disappointing, but I'm getting there, and it's going to look good once it's done. This week we had May the 4th, which is the big Star Wars holiday, as it were. And I don't know if you saw it, but there were a bunch of woodworkers who made videos for May the 4th. But the one that stood out amongst them all was Frank Haworth's video. He made a Death Star on his lathe and with his CNC, and it was awesome. By far one of the best woodworking videos I've seen this week, or maybe even this year. It was just ridiculously awesome. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. You should go check it out and subscribe to him. It was really, really amazing. So as of recording this video, I have 98 subscribers to my channel. 2 away from 100. Next step, 1 million. But seriously, if you like my videos, then please share them with people who you think might like them too. I would really appreciate a higher subscriber count. Another interesting tidbit of news is that my carpenter bee trap has blown up. I mean, it's not viral, but as of this recording, there's almost 14,000 views on that video. It's crazy. And I kind of expect that because it's carpenter bee season in the southeast, and so people are probably searching more for how to get rid of them because they are a nuisance. But I never expected that video to get so many views. I mean, it is far and above more popular than any of my other videos. Enough about that. Let's talk about 12 Monkeys. I am really enjoying 12 Monkeys. Season 2 is turning out to be really great. The first episode, I was like, okay, you know, whatever. But then the second and third episode were just fantastic to me. I just love the time travel and the paradox thoughts and what's happening and thinking about what will happen if you change the past and how that affects the future. And also there's like little things that happen in it that reminds me of the movie, which I was always fond of growing up. So it's a really good series. If you're into sci-fi, then check it out. It's actually on the Sci-Fi Channel. I forgot to mention it last week, but John Hayes over at I Built It actually became my first official Patreon subscriber. And so that was awesome. I really like his work, and it was awesome that he's supporting me on Patreon now. So John, if you're watching this video, thanks so much for the support. You're totally awesome. I love your work. And if anyone else is interested in supporting me on Patreon, the link is in the description. And any amount, $1 a month is all I ask. It's totally awesome if anyone can support me. I really appreciate it. So I think that's it for this vlog video. Again, sorry that I didn't put out a project last week, but I should hopefully have one out on next Tuesday. Whether it's this clothing rack or something else, I should have something. I appreciate all your support. Don't forget to hit the like button below and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thanks again, everybody. I hope you all have a great weekend and a great Mother's Day. See you next week. Bye.